Coach, explain to us when the match is starting here, what is Brad doing?
Well, when the match starts, you start in a neutral position. If you could see, he's got a red band. His opponent has a green ankle band, and they have the color out there in the middle of the mat. That's where you start, called neutral position.
So there's 3 positions they start for wrestling, as you said before.
Yes, a neutral and then a top and bottom. Right now we're in the first period. There's 3 periods, and like right there, they stopped the match because they were getting too physical with hands to the face. So he just tries. The ref just tells them, try to keep your hands on the shoulders or out of the eyes.
And Brad's in the dark trunks, right?
Yes, Brad's wearing dark, and his opponent from Newkirk, Blue Stop, he's wearing the blue.
And he's wrestled him before. We
wrestled Blue at regionals a week prior, and he beat us in sudden victory overtime.
Is it Brad's quickness or one, or because the other fellow looks like he's pretty strong kid?
Yeah, well, it's pretty evenly matched. Blue's been wrestling all his life. His brother actually wrestles with my son in college. His brother was a 3-time state champion. So Blue's been wrestling all his life. He's a very seasoned wrestler, and of course Brad is very athletic. He's been wrestling 2 years, but also Brad is very strong. So you have a good match up there.
I think Brad's got the reach on him though.
Yeah, Brad's probably about 4 inches taller. Right there, Blue just grabbed what we call a arm drag on him and almost got us on the edge. They go out of bounds, that circle, they go out of bounds, and they'll stop it, and they'll stop the clock and put them back to the center.
How many matches are going on right now?
Right now, at the state, it's a state final, so that's the mat that we're on is Class 3A. The mat above is 4A, above that is 5A, and the one that we could hardly see at the very top is 6A. So in the championship finals, each weight they'll have 4 state finals going on at the same time.
And this was going on at the fairgrounds?
Yeah, Oklahoma City Fairgrounds. Right there, he got a good move. Actually, it was a takedown, but he ran out of time, so the score is still 0-0. Now we're going in the second period. We win the coin toss. We told Brad if it's our choice, we want to go down bottom position so we could score first. And so Brad will go down, and the ref, once he gets set, the ref will tell Blue to get on top. And of course, if we escape, we get 1 point. And that was one of the things we talked about, because if it was a third period, Blue's pretty good at riding. He probably would have tried to ride us out. But since it's a second period, he would want to conserve his energy, because he could ride us for most of the period, and then if we get away, he's spent a lot of energy. And when you're wrestling Brad, you're going to have to conserve everything you got, because he's so powerful and quick.
So leg position is very important here, so they don't get themselves crossed up or get tackled for a takedown, right?
Right. And so right now we're moving into the second period. We're winning 1-0. There's still a third period to go, and we're just trying to stay in good position. And what Blue's doing to us right now is he's staying in real good position. He's trying to stay inside. He's trying to get us to the edge, because once he gets us to the edge, he could take a shot on us, and he's still pretty safe. If he gets in trouble, he'll get out of bounds. So we're trying to work on staying in the middle, because that's one of the things that Blue's coach do, is get us to the edge. And we knew if we got on the edge, we got to pretty much get on high alert, because that's when he'd open up on us. And then from our position, as far as our offense goes, we're looking for an opportunity and a quick score. We're not really waiting on anything. We're just waiting for Blue to make a mistake, which is pretty tough when you're talking to a kid who's wrestled 12 years. We're going to make him make a mistake, but just get out of position to give us a shot. They stopped the match just down injury time going, because Blue got a finger in his eye, and of course the ref comes over and warns us to make sure we keep the hands out of the face. You don't want to give up a point to that in state finals.
So Brad, he followed your strategy, what you trained him for, and what you expected of him for the match?
Yeah, we do a good job. Me, Coach Hammer, and Coach Elonia, we do a pretty good job as far as Coach will scout. One of us will scout the opponent, and we'll look for other things that might be available for us to do, and we all come together and we talk and we agree on what strategy we would go for. And like right there, he got us to the edge, and so we got to get real aggressive on the edge, because if you get to the edge too much, they'll call a stalling warning. Stalling means you're not doing enough wrestling. And the second stalling, the opponent will get a point. And so we're trying to get pretty aggressive right here. We had a good opportunity for a takedown. He countered. We get out of bounds, and we were pretty lucky. We were right there on the edge of the mat. And it's towards the end of the second period, and what Blue would try to do towards the end of each period is he'll start creating a lot of motion and try to look for a quick takedown on us, and try to use his experience there. So we get down now. We're in the third period. We're winning 1-0. Got 2 minutes in this period. We do a pretty good job of riding him in the third period. We knew we probably wouldn't be able to ride him the whole period, but what we were looking for is an opportunity for us to get a cradle or a quick near fall. Near fall is when your back's exposed. You're not pinned, but your backs are exposed to the ground, and if the ref gets to a 3 count, you get 2 points. If he gets to a 5 count, you get 5 points. And so we're going for a turn here. He counters, puts us on his back, and he got a 1 count, so it didn't count against us. But now Blue's winning 2-1 because he got a 2.4 reversal. He gets a little high right here, and we almost catch him in a good position, but he was able to get out of it, and so we got our escape. He almost took us down on the edge, but we got out of bounds. So the score right now is 2-2.
And we're in the third period.
We're in the third period, probably about a minute and a half left. And now he's third period. He's going to try to push us a little bit to see if we're out of shape. And he pushed us out of bounds once with so we got to do a lot better staying in bounds. See how he's driving us out right there? So we turned him inside, and one of the things we worked on all week is shooting on the edge. And since Brad was the only one that qualified, we only had one guy in the wrestling room. Well, actually, we had 2. We had Okmulgee, who was a senior.
You almost had there.
Yeah.
Missed the point.
Well, we got to grab both legs to secure the takedown. Our toes was in, which was good, but you got to secure 2 legs for a takedown. But we worked on that this week and practiced that shot on the edge with our 120-pounder. So he took one for the team to help us out. See, we backed out of bounds again. Now we got hit with the stalling. So if we get hit with another stalling, it's going to be, he'll get a point. 42 seconds left. It's tied. Blues go start trying to get real active here. And both these guys don't want to go into overtime. They went into 4 overtimes last time they met, so it's going to pick up a little bit. So we're just going to sit here and wait for an opportunity.
How did he build up his stamina for to last this long? He's running, weights,
wrestling. Wrestled a lot. Right here is our last takedown. Now we get 2 points. We're winning 4-0, and we got got near fall there. We get 5 count, so that's 3. It was a 5-point move, takedown and 3 near fall. Seconds times are running off, and that's how he closed the deal. He took him down right there. Coaches get real excited. Everyone's excited. That match right there, all of Class 3A was waiting for that match because it went into 4 overtime. So there was a lot of people pulling for the Bulldogs. But yeah, to prepare for an overtime match, you just got to put a lot of work in, a lot of cardio. You got to take your body to that area and try to get yourself winded, and you got to keep working when you're in that area. But we ran 2 to 3 times a week the last 2 weeks, all the way up to 2 days before competition. That doesn't include what you do on the mat and your strength and conditioning, but and wrestling. But we definitely worked on our cardio because we anticipated it going into overtime.
And we got a state champion.
Got a state champion. Haven't had a state champion in 12 years. Pretty excited. Hopefully it will be a start of something wonderful here. It's a great thing for a young man to be able to to win it all. And you know, the tough part about winning it as a sophomore, you're expected to win it as a junior and a senior. That don't always happen. There was two-time state champions that I saw. There might have been more, but there was two that I saw that got beat this year. So it's not always promised to you.
So it's going to help, him being a champion is going to help build up your program for next year. You'll probably have more.
It gives us a lot of momentum. It makes a lot of kids excited, and you know, like I said, you know, when hard work pays off, you know, I mean, it doesn't happen all the time in wrestling, you know, and in sports in general. You still got to go out and compete. Sometimes the guy who works the hardest doesn't always win, and you know, that's where discipline comes in, and that's where lifelong lessons come in. But you know, I'm a firm believer wrestling's one of the toughest sports, you know, known to man, because it just encompasses everything that we have to go through to achieve things in life.
Okay, thank you very much for talking with us, and we wish Brad the best, and he's probably be in a couple more sports. We'll probably hear from him in other sports activities.
Oh yeah. Right now, you know, today he's already working out at the track field, so you know, he's definitely for sure a three-sport athlete.
Good. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.